Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your new moon reading in the sign of Libra. My name is Jennifer with Aquamood for those of you that are new. As always, these new moon readings are good from new moon to new moon. So these are energies that are going to be transpiring over a full lunar cycle, which is approximately a month long. And I've also already pre-shuffled and meditated with all the decks so that we can get started right away. I also felt called to use a different set of decks altogether because I felt we needed just a shift in energies that were coming through for us. Alright, at the center of your reading, you have surrender and healthy relationships. Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. So, Aquarius, I'm getting that during this fall season, you are being asked to look at your relationships or the dynamics within relationships that you have been engaging in and to let those go. And this could even be talking about the relationship that you've been having with yourself and taking a look at the unhealthy ways in which you've been engaging with yourself. On a conscious level, you have surrender frustration. Frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so you may approach the situation more calmly. So some of you guys might very well be stuck in frustration and trying to make something happen or force something, or just wondering when something's going to pan out or come through or be done with. And so festering in this energy is only making things worse. On a subconscious level, you have surrender procrastination. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. So this is talking to you about where in your life, or what areas in your life can you take action? What have you been putting on the back burner? What have you been pushing off to the side? What have you been pushing off for later? So now is the time to start addressing it. And by shifting your attention to something that you can control or something you can take action in, is going to help ease off some of this other frustration in a different area. Required for resolutions is surrender to miracles. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. So I'm getting that for some of you guys, you've been trying to find a resolution from a head space, from a mind space, from a doing, from a forcing, from a pushing, and instead you're being asked to kind of let it all go, to open yourself to prayer, to a miracle, that this energy can be shifted for you. And on the other side of this, you have surrender the habit of people pleasing. Speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. So what this cycle is trying to teach you, it's trying to teach you what your own needs are. It's trying to get you to focus on what makes you happy independent of other people, what makes you happy independent of caring for others and catering to the needs of others. It's definitely pushing you to find happiness for yourself, or to be your own source of happiness, independent of other people. So let's pull some tarot to get clarity on all these energies. At the center of your reading, you have the Hangman as being released and Seven of Pentacles as coming up for you. So some of you guys might have been feeling like you've been stuck or you haven't been able to move forward. What's coming up for you is you've been pushed or you've been encouraged to have a different perspective on things, to have a different perspective on your current situation when it comes to personal relationships. And you have the Seven of Pentacles coming up. And so this is acknowledging that you have been making, or whatever you've been working towards is going to come to fruition. You've been planting the seeds, steadily working towards something, and that's all starting to blossom. You might not see your fruits just yet, but know that it is being sorted for you. Have Surrender, Seven of Swords. Coming up for you is Five of Swords. So some of you guys have been engaged with people or situations that might have been deceitful, that might have had lying tendencies or insincerity, or just having been sneaking around. And so this energy is looking to be released. If this is talking about you, this is talking about you not allowing yourself to be vulnerable. It's talking about you closing yourself off to your own emotions at certain times. It's almost like some of you have closed yourself off from yourselves. And so some of the frustrations that you feel are very much internal and self-imposed. And it's been bringing you this heartache, right? If we're talking about someone, it's been bringing you this heartache. It's been bringing you this sadness, this sorrow, fighting words, difficulty, stress, and probably you haven't been able to shake yourself energetically from this situation. But for those of you that it's an internal, when we're talking about the relationship with yourself, it's like I'm getting some of you are finally tired of doing this to yourself. It's like you're finally getting tired of having the same outcome. Being released is the Devil, and coming up for you is the Magician. So surrendering, for some of you guys, the first thing I heard was self-sabotage. Becoming very well aware of when this procrastination or when this putting off of things is just a self-sabotage to keep you stuck. For others, this is talking about getting you to notice the more shadow sides of you. This could be referring to addictions or unhealthy coping mechanisms. This could be referring to a toxic person or toxic family members, behavioral traits, ways of thinking that are just no longer serving you. Whatever this is for you, it's normally talking about something outside of you that you feel powerless against. Something outside of you that you feel has a hold on you. Something outside of you that you feel controls you, that you can't, that you just can't unbind yourself from. Instead, you're being asked to step into the magician energy. Magician energy is somebody that has all resources available to them to create what they want. They have all the elements, the water, the fire, the air, the earth, to create the life and outcome, way of being that they actually want. Instead of being in a space of, well, let's see what life has to offer, can you be in a space of what can I create for myself? And ultimately, you are co-creating. It's a dance between what you want and what the universe has for you, and then it's a co-creation dance. But this is asking you to empower yourself for your half, to empower yourself for how you are showing up, to take responsibility, to take accountability. Being released is the Judgment card. Coming up for you is the Ace of Swords. So this to me is letting go of judgment for yourself, letting go of judgment for the circumstance, letting go of judgment of others. So if we are holding judgment of others, just understanding that we don't fully know or understand or have anything to do with how other people behave, and to stop berating ourselves or yourself for your own shortcomings, for not doing better, for not knowing better. No asking yourself what's wrong with me. Instead, you have Ace of Swords energy coming up for you. And this is a new beginning in truth, a new beginning in clarity, a new beginning in understanding, transformation, unfolding. I also see Ace of Swords as Archangel Michael available to you for protection. You're being encouraged to pray, to open yourself up to miracles. Being released is Nine of Swords. Coming up for you is Queen of Wands. So letting go of overthinking, letting go of stresses of the mind, letting go of getting caught or stuck in worst case scenarios. Right? Calling in peace, calling in clarity. Letting other people stress you out anymore. And instead, you're being pushed and encouraged to step into this Queen of Wands energy. And she is someone that is passionate, she is intuitive, she is creative, she takes action, she is a go-getter. Completely stepping out of that procrastination energy. Acting solely and on behalf of your passions, your interests, your joys, not caring how it suits or doesn't suit others. All right, let's pull more tarot to get clarity on all these energies. And overall, it's just there's a lot of purple that is coming up for you guys in this spread, and it's making me think of like third eye chakra, getting you guys to work on your third eye so that you can see things from a different perspective, so that you are opening yourself up to guidance. At the center of your reading, you have Page of Raphael as being surrendered. And so this, to me, this is Page of Cups. So this is also talking to me about you not being vulnerable enough. But this, I'll just read it. And it talks about messages regarding relationships or social invitations, great intuitive insights, new emotional situation. So it's like you're almost keeping yourself stuck from having this emotional depth that you might secretly be wanting. You have the Decision card as being released, and it says release yourself from that which holds you back, a need to detox, a necessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. So this again is talking to me at being very mindful of your thoughts, being mindful of how they are holding you back. This procrastination is not just nilly-willy procrastination. It's connected to this Devil energy, which is coming up twice. So the lighter message is asking you to free yourself and, yes, to surrender this energy. But are you aware of where you are being trapped, or where you feel trapped, or where you feel bound or caged or unable to let go? You have Queen of Raphael as being released. And so the message at the bottom says follow your heart, a love of home and family, trustworthy psychic information. So as Queen of Cups energy that is being released, to me this has to do with wounds connected to the mother lineage. Maybe unsettled mother wounds, maybe projections that your mom might have placed onto you, maybe judgments that you might still be holding towards your mom, or just like the emotional, I'm saying emotional baggage because I can't think of other words, coming from that side. You have Three of Raphael as being released. So this is again asking you to be very mindful of distractions, be very mindful of when you're deflecting from situations or using escapism as a coping mechanism. And you have the Emperor as being released. And so I'll read it at the bottom. It's talking about stability, taking charge of the situation, ambitious plans. So in the release position, this is talking about you might have been feeling completely unstable, completely out of control, but also feeling like things were out of your control. It's coming from a very disempowered space. But again, this energy is looking to be released, like it's ready to be released. At the center of your reading, You have Two of Cups energy, and so this has two meanings. For some of you, this could come as harmony or an emotional connection with somebody else. It says two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful, kindred spirits. Don't give up on those you love. So this could be talking about a friendship or a significant other, a parent for some of you. It's not talking about another person. This is talking about, or it could be in addition to, talking about you. Talking about your healing, talking about balancing those male and female energies within you, balancing how you give, balancing how you receive, looking for that wholeness within you. You have Ace of Michael coming up. A wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. So if there is a communication or a conversation that needs to be had, you are being encouraged to bring that clarity, to bring that truth. But checking in with your higher self, not acting from a space of hastiness. But for some of you others, you might be getting inspiration to start something new. Ace of Michael is Ace of Swords. This is the same card. It is coming up for you twice. You are getting this double message of protection and Archangel Michael being with you and available to you to help you see the truth, to help you understand, to help you bring in that clarity. You have Four of Michael coming up for you, which is Four of Swords, and it says insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, seek relief from stress. So again, not to burn yourself out, but also to make that time for yourself to rest, to pray, to open yourself up to hearing the guidance and messages that are available to you. It's okay to rest and still move forward, even if it's just baby steps. You have Six of Gabriel coming up for you, which is Six of Wands, and it says congratulations, you've done a wonderful job, time to move on to the next project, awards, scholarships, and promotions. So this to me is talking about success and victory and triumph and forward movement in figuring out the situation. If some of you have broken away from an unhealthy situation, you're being applauded for. If some of you guys are becoming more aware to the things that you need to work through, again, you have success guaranteed. And you have Nine of Michael coming up for you. And it says your worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. So again, this might be weighing heavily on your mind. But again, if you can remember to start embracing that magician energy, that reminder that you can create, that your thoughts matter, that your desires matter, and being very mindful of your thoughts and them running away from you to create unnecessary stories or scenarios in your head. All right, let's pull a chakra card to close out your reading. It is a heart chakra stone. It is chrysoprase, heart healing, recovering from loss. Chrysoprase speeds emotional healing and supports overall cardiac health. You pulled this card because it is time to heal your broken heart. Receive the healing energy of the green ray and allow it to permeate your heart space. Trust that it is safe to love. Know that in time, all broken spaces and cracks within your heart will heal. And so I definitely feel that this is talking about those relationships, those parts of yourself grieving, especially if it has to do with family. Overall, it's just a very deep, very heavy emotions that you've been working through, and you're doing a great job, and you're gonna get that clarity, that further insight, that